The meeting dealt with ways of enhancing bilateral ties in a number of files, especially political, defense and economic fronts. The meeting also tackled the latest developments concerning the Palestinian cause, where the Congress members lauded Egypt's supportive positions for peace processes. In this regard, President Sisi voiced Egypt's constant position to reach a comprehensive and fair solution that would guarantee the rights of the Palestinian people.
Egypt denounced storming Al-Aqsa Mosque by Israeli occupation forces and violence against the Palestinians inside the mosque. The Foreign Ministry called for self-restraint, providing protection for Palestinian prayers and allowing them to perform their Islamic rituals at Al-Aqsa. The ministry also stressed its refusal of violence and incitement with all its forms, including the call for breaking in the mosque during the holy month of Ramadan, warning of its impact on stability and security in the Palestinian territories and the region at large. On the ground, at least 152 Palestinians were injured in clashes with Israeli riot police inside Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, the latest outbreak in a recent upsurge of violence that raised fears of a slide back into wider conflict. The Palestinian Red Crescent said most of the Palestinian injuries were incurred from rubber bullets, stun grenades and beatings with police batons in eastern Al-Khalil. Scores were struck by tear gas in the region and Arab camp in Naples. Clashes broke out in Beit Farik region that led to the injuries of 15 Palestinians struck by tear gas. In Al-Quds, a Palestinian was detained after being shot by live bullets during clashes in Abu Dis, Hussein village and Beit Lahm, Jericho or Ariha also witnessed clashes without reporting injuries. We are still in the Middle East, but to Libya this time. The United Nations mission in Libya said that representatives of Libya's two rival parliamentary chambers began talks in Egypt on Wednesday aimed at reaching agreement on holding national elections. Libya has had two competing governments since March, when the eastern-based parliament appointed Fathi Bashagha to replace the Tripoli-based Prime Minister Abdelhamid Ledbeba, renewing a standoff between the east and west of the country. The other legislative body, the High Council of State, recognizes Ledbeba as Prime Minister. Ledbeba, who was chosen as interim Prime Minister a year ago in UN-backed talks, has refused to cede power to Bashagha. Delegates from the eastern-based parliament and the Tripoli-based High State Council named 12 members of each chamber to participate in the talks, with parliament spokesperson Abdullah Bil